right next to me. That's how excited I am. Okay. This is my first Talk Shop Live. So I'm going to be going over. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Oh, thank you, Amy. I'm going to be going over tips and tricks and some fun stories about my book, why I made it, what it is, who it's for. Oh, thank you. And then, well, don't forget my notes. Hi. And then we're going to be able to get signed copies tonight for the Talk Shop Live from Belgium. Oh, from all over. I've told you so much about your makeup. Hey, from Greece. This is awesome. I'm so happy that we're able to connect, and I don't go live that much. And I see some fellow New Yorkers, London, Dubai. This is insane. My book is now available for order, and you will get a signed copy for hanging with me tonight. I'm so excited. So this is like 30 years of fun tips and tricks that I've learned. We're talking from makeup prep to how to choose your foundation, the difference between powder, pressed powder, loose powder, baked powder, where the eyeshadows go, where your blush should go, different models, tips and tricks. And tonight I'm going to demo some of them on myself. So I only have a little bit of makeup on and I want to go over some of my things. So this is the way the paragraphs are all my favorite phrases. Okay. So chapter 1 is going to be let's meet your new face. And I will repeat myself in case there's people coming and going. So bear with me. And I'm a little ADHD, so I might take a turn. I might take a spin or two. Okay. So here we go from Colorado, Arizona. I'm so excited. So there's a couple of different ways you're going to want to shop if you want the signed copy of the book. Okay. So I wrote it down so I didn't forget. Now I lost my paper that I wrote it on. I got this. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. So if you're on Talk Shop Live site, you're just going to click shop button. And that's how you can order the book and you're going to get a signed copy. Boom. Done. If you're on Facebook and IG, comment shop and you will get your copy when you buy it. And then YouTube, you'll click the link to shop. So I'll remind you guys a few times, but until then, we're just going to have fun. So first thing I'm going to do is talk about the different chapters and the names. And then I'm going to like powder myself. I'm a little bit extra shiny right now, but I left my face an unfinished project so we can play together and I can kind of demo my tips. Oh, thanks. You got this. We got this, Colleen. We got this from Sydney, Australia. All right. Those are yours. Oh, wait, I give you some of my notes in here too. Okay. So these are the names of the chapters and we're going to kind of go, I'll tell you the names of the chapters and then I'm going to do like fun tips and tricks from each chapter. So the first chapter is meet your new face. And this was one of the favorite lines of mine that one day you will look in the mirror. You're going to see your mom looking back at you or your grandma. When that happens, if it hasn't already happened, tell them Erica says hi. And we got this. So I remember the day, and unfortunately, I lost my mother 8 years ago, but I feel like I see her all the time because I remember when she was my age and her waking up and I would look at her face. And now this is what I see in the mirror. My face has evolved into my mother, my grandmother, and it's just a natural evolution. That being said, that's amazing. It's not a bad thing. Good thing. It's a thing. It's happening to all of us. We age every day. So there are techniques that we have to change. So where our apple was higher, I always joke around that apple fell from the tree. Science has our fat pad migrate. So where do we place our products now that our face is not the face we started learning makeup on in our 20s? Right? And no one really addresses this. No one really talks to us about this. We're still, right, Susan? I saw someone say, yes, you'll see your mom's face and my makeup is glowing. I do. I'm a little too glowy, Albie. So I will teach you how to get the glow in all the right places, not the cadaver places. So the first chapter is going to be, let's embrace who we are now. And we can't do the makeup that we did 20 years ago. And no one was talking to us about the fact that someone taught us in a mall in the 90s, in the early 2000s, in a bathroom. We didn't have all these social media channels. We all learned makeup the same way, right? And then we did makeup the same way, but we don't have the same face. Now, our face is beautiful. It's even more so, you know, it's just changing, but our makeup has to change with us. And we have to find our new pretty. We don't have to give our pretty back to the younger generations. We can all feel beautiful together, but it has to be a little different. All right. So that's meet our new face. Now, after meet your new face, we're going from dusty to dewy. So the dusty to dewy is, I'm going to explain that skincare is the foundation of great makeup. And in your 20s, you can slap on that powder foundation, right? If I put on, oh, thank you, Lisan. Yes, we learned from beauty magazines, 90 makeup. We learned from, Cosmo, and you would follow the steps of how to do makeup, but our face wasn't that face, so we were like or we would teach each other in the bathroom. So now that we've got through that, we're going to learn skincare. So do you remember back in the day, the way we did skincare? Okay, we didn't. Or we did one moisturizer, you did a Stridex pad, and you took all the oil off your face. Then you put one moisturizer. Oh my God, hello from Turkey. And then, I'll try to answer questions on the way. I have my friend here, Dina, who is going to help me answer. And, we didn't know we would put powder foundation on, or I remember just putting foundation on dry skin. Didn't you? I didn't even moisturize. No one taught us to moisturize. My mother didn't moisturize. We would just put makeup on. So now it's understanding that our makeup will only look as good as the skin prep underneath. And as we evolve into 40s, 50s, 60s, we don't wake up hydrated. So we cannot.
Vaseline and salt.
Someone said, oil, baby oil. We didn't know. So it's learning the skin prep is best. So what are the steps of skin prep? I'm not going to give it all away, but you know what I say, exfoliate or your skincare and makeup will not look great if you don't get the dead skin off. Our skin now doesn't turn over the way it used to. So there's so many elements to why, but I break down every step of the way for you. Like what's the difference between chemical exfoliation and the physical exfoliation? Physical exfoliation is beads, right? And then chemical exfoliation is alpha hydroxys, beta hydroxys. But what do you use if your skin is sensitive? What if you use if your skin is tolerant? It's all in my book. What? So step by step is broken down. It's like Cliff Notes to makeup. Makeup for, I don't know if it's makeup for dummies anymore, but that's how we grew up. Like that's what we would say. Like, it's all of this in my book. So it'll be the breakdown of what kind of moisturizer to use if your skin is oily. What if your skin is dry mature? What if your skin is oily mature? It's different. So this is going to be from your exfoliation to hydration and your SPFs. Another thing, there's so many. What's the difference between a water gel cream and a basic moisturizer? Do I want a moisturizer with an SPF? Those of you who want shortcuts, you can have a moisturizer with SPF. You can have a primer with an SPF. But what are the difference between all these? So I break down all the steps of skincare. And in terms of makeup prep, I'm not a doctor. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a skincare expert. I've been trained by brands for 30 years in the industry. And I'm just teaching you the tips and tricks. Do I deliver the book to Ireland? That is a good question.
It should go from Amazon.
If it goes from Amazon, if there's anyone that can respond on the other platforms, TalkShopLive, if we can deliver to Ireland, definitely oil mature, Wesson oil. Listen, Colleen, being oily mature is a good thing. That means your skin is naturally moisturized and you will get lines less, but I know it's frustrating when you're dealing with pores and other issues. We lose one issue, we replace another, right? Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. So if you want to order my book, different ways they're going to be to order as we go through my tips and tricks with you. And I brought props. I brought all the things. So TalkShopLive, if you're on that platform, you're going to click the shop button. Easy peasy. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, you are going to comment shop. And if you're on YouTube, which I haven't been on a while, and if you're watching me on YouTube, hi, I have to remember to come visit you more. Okay. It's hard to manage it all. Click link if you're on YouTube to get the book. Now, here's the other thing about this book. It's going to be out in time for Mother's Day. This is a great Mother's Day gift. This is a great, what did someone say? I don't know.
It was
okay. This is a great Mother's Day book. This is a great book to give to your friends, a great book to give to your peers who maybe are still doing the makeup from 1992. And you just want to say, I got a favorite book. And here's one for you too. It's going to be fun. It's funny. So all of the chapters, just so you know, if you follow me already, if you don't and you're new here, hey, we make aging cool. We make maturing fun because we're not maturing here. We're evolving into higher beings. And we don't want to try to be young anymore, but maybe the younger gals want to try to be us one day because we're making aging super cool. Okay, So here we go. So some of the chapters in the book are going to be this. From dusty to dewy, that's what we're talking about right now, your skin prep. How to prep your skin for makeup. And then there's some nighttime talk, the difference between retinol and retinal, difference between glycolic lactic acids and what is hyaluronic acid. So many questions are answered. Oh, thank you. Is that Allie?
We're getting info on international shipping.
We're getting info on international shipping. So stay tuned, friends. All right. So now the next chapter, and I'll bounce back and forth around A, I'm ADHD, and B, let's have fun. You know, it's just supposed to be fun. Okay. The next chapter 3 is abracadaver. So that came to me one day. I just wanted to say when we get too much powder or cakey makeup, all of a sudden we look like a mummy. If you over powder, we got this, right? So it just came to me one day. I was doing a video, and everything I do is very on the spot. If you haven't noticed, I'm super spontaneous. I'm fly by the seat of my pants. And I just said, it's like abracadaver. And that's it. Now we all say abracadaver. And I think it's so funny because you just look in the mirror, there's one hair too much powder, and you're in your car mirror and you're like, what in the cadaver is happening? So how do we fix it? So I remember having clients, even when I was a younger makeup artist, that I would do their makeup and they'd be like, can I look in the mirror? And I'm like, not yet. Because I know they looked so dry. And I was like, what do I do? I grabbed oils, I grabbed balms. So I learned to use balms and mix it in before your concealer, to take a little oil, pat it on top, a hydrating serum spray, a really hydrating face spray to fix these. So there's problems, but there's solutions. And I always say, don't be scared. Let's be prepared. Okay. So that is abracadaver. I explain how to choose the right formulas, the finishes to avoid dull cadaver makeup. We got this. Let's glow. And it's not product specific. I will tell you the kind of product. But my idea is that if you shop at the dollar store, you shop in any other location, high-end, low-end, drugstore, department store, we got this. I will guide you to the type of product, and you can choose from your favorite brands and what fits into your budget, because we're not all one face fits all. We're not all one budget fits all. What I'm giving you here are the tools and the tips and the techniques, oh, and sideways book, the tools, the tips, and the techniques to make it happen, Captain. So this is going to be, you take this book with you and you're going to find the types of products, the types of the difference of a mineral SPF with a physical SPF. What's the difference? Chemical, rather. Okay. You'll learn the difference in all of these. And this is going to be your guide to radiant skin at any age. How do you use some L'Oreal products? Yeah. How do you prep your skin for makeup? That's in the book. Exactly. In my upside down book. Exactly. It says step by step how to prep and breaks down the difference in every step. This was in a long process. I have been doing this for over a year, and it's my 30 years of makeup tips and tricks, but for real life. I don't expect that you're makeup artists. I expect that you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me out. Like, I can't cook. If I read a cookbook, it has to tell me exactly what to do. So this is your cookbook for makeup. This is your makeup cookbook that you're going to take with you, follow step by step. The best steps for hooded older audience. Yeah, and we're going to do that together. Okay, so speaking of abracadaver, let's play a little bit. So we're going to talk powder. Now, I even break down the differences of powder. So if you want to order, if you're on the different platforms, just so you know that we're ordering my book now and you'll get a signed copy. We're getting signed copies, and the platform is, what is it? TalkShopLive. You just hit the shop button on Instagram and YouTube. No, on Instagram and Facebook, you're going to comment shop to get my book. Woo! We're going to do this. You're getting signed copies today, and we're having some fun. So then on the abracadaver talks about difference between powders, loose versus pressed, and where does it go? Puff versus brush, all the things you need to know. I just rhyme and it happens. Okay. So here we go. If you are new here and you don't know me, I'm a makeup artist for 30 years. It's all I know. I started at 19. I'm 49. I'm approaching the big 5-0. And we got this. Let's go. So here's how we're powdering. We're taking this is a talc-free loose powder. Okay. Soft brush, not the puff, just the tip. Okay. And now we're going to go right on the side. You got it? Thank you. Primer tips, Perfect. So I want you to see the difference. I'm going to get all up in your business. Okay, so I'm powdering just this, not all up under my eye because the fat pad drops. Look at the difference. We want the shine here. We don't want the shine here. You see that? So that gets that right down. So I'll do it again on this side. So when we're powdering with a purpose. You see that? Fat pad be gone. And that, my friends, is the magic of an upside down book. Is the magic of makeup. You see that? That fat pad had no chance. It's learning where to position the powder. So I'll go even a little more so, like in this area, and keep the glow here, but not here. See, in the middle, that's too much. I don't want you to see your face in my forehead, but I do want a sheen. So we'll go here. So we're keeping glow, but not too much shine. It's learning that balance. You ordered it, Rose. You're going to get a signed copy of my book. I'm so excited. So this is 30 years of makeup. And I know, you see me on social media, but I was a legit makeup artist from the counter. I learned from other makeup artists. I did celebrities. I did runway. I did TV. But what I did the most was work in stores, in malls, every place, high, low, you can imagine. And I worked with the everyday client. So I understand the needs and how to break it down simple, understandable, and fun. This is mature makeup made cool. This is not your grandma's makeup, okay? This is mature makeup. We're cool. We don't look like the Golden Girls did. We loved them, but they were like, I'm going to be 50. And I feel like, wasn't that like same age as like Blanche?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just saying, we love the Golden Girls, but they were our age.
Yes.
And they wore like those Batwing shirts. Like, I'm in a rocker tee. I don't want the Batwing shirt, okay? So this book is Mature Makeup Done Cool. We're the cool girls of mature makeup. The cool guys, the cool whatever of mature makeup. We're cool makeup.
About loose or baked powder.
Loose or baked powder. Okay. Different things. I like a loose powder just right here. This is talc free, okay? That one is a Doll 10 talc free, but it's not brand specific. It's just kind specific because L'Oreal makes a talc free one too. I'm like your budget, your thing. But wait, who put on Lauren? You guys see in the comments, Lauren? I think we're looking to see, yeah, there should be delivery. We're trying to find delivery, Canada, globally. We're trying to see what that looks like. Yes. Everyone needs makeup for cool girls.
Yes.
So the difference, but baked, it starts its life as a brain freeze, like a serum. It starts its life as a soft product, a serum, and then it's baked. So baked typically is not as adhering as a loose. So if you're very dry, you might really want to opt for baked. If you're oily, you're going to go for loose. And something in between, a basic pressed, is also pressed powders are usually a little more moisture to them than a loose. So if you're mega dry, I might say like a baked. Yeah. And that's in my book. That's all in the book.
Is there a lot
the
of
magic
in your
of
book?
Makeup? Tons of pictures in my book. This is a pretend copy. I would show you. I'm not gatekeeping. There's tons of pictures, and it's not just me, because I know you always ask me for different models. It's different ages, different complexions, different skin tones, and really funny before and afters, like 1980s Bon Jovi makeup. Listen, I love Bon Jovi, but I don't do my makeup like that anymore. And then to makeup comparisons now. So you'll see like before and afters. I think my dog, is he loose? Is he down here? I hear something on the run. And now, but I want to show you something else. The difference in between even setting. So there's difference between setting powders, but difference between like what kind of sprays. An aerosol spray for the face is going to be more like Aquanet for the face. I'm speaking in our language. Aquanet for the face. Okay. And then you'll have the hydrating sprays that are going to melt the powder and give us more luminosity back. I'm dry, so I like this. But if I was going out and needed to wear, I might even double. So all these tips and tricks are in the book. You see that? Got my groove back. I just got my glow back. No more abracadabra. So it's how do we make mistakes, how to fix them, what to choose, and what to do. Like I always said, don't be scared. Be prepared. Okay. Now there's other things that we're going to go over in this. So when we talk about abracadabra, I explain the right formulas, the right finishes to avoid dusty, crusty cadaver skin. So we're not going to do that. We're radiant now, we're glowing. Then we're going to go into the makeup facelift. That is where we reroute traffic. So I created the viral V hack that we see now today. And a lot of people call it the model hack now. I made it for my 40s plus crew, but it can work on anyone. So what's the viral V hack? We're rerouting traffic. So back in the day, and if you want all these tips and tricks are visuals, so many pictures, every step has a picture to match. So you will get a signed copy if you buy the book tonight. Okay, you will get a signed copy. And if you are on Instagram or Facebook, say the word shop, comment the word shop. If you're on YouTube, you will click the link to shop. And if you're on TalkShopLive, you'll also click shop. So that's how you're going to shop to buy the book. So let's do this. We got this. And you're going to get a signed copy. It's so fun. There's so many pictures because I get bored. I don't really think I read through a full book since college. And that was like 25 years ago, more 27 years ago, because I need images, I need pictures, I need distractions. So you can jump around from chapter to chapter and not get bored and go back and forth. It's really a lot of fun. And at the end, there's a cliff notes. Guess what it's called? Just the what? What do you think it's called? I'm waiting. Oh, Donna, you just got one. Thank you. Signed copy. We might be on a little bit of a delay, but you know what it's called. The last wrap up, the cliff notes of the book is just the tips. You know I had to. Tip, you said it, Michelle. You guys said it. Just the tip. We're on a delay. It's all come through. You guys got this. You know me. Ruth, you know me. Oh, Diane, I feel like the magic mirror. Remember that? Marianne, your tips are a game. Thank you. You get me. Okay, wait. So what do you think so I'm going to do the viral V hack, but while we're doing this, what do you think? Here's my contour sticks. I'll do with the dollar store one. Boom. I would call the eyeshadow. So now we're going to put our finger here. What do you think I'm calling the eyeshadow section? I want to see if someone can get it first. And we're on a little delay, so I'm going to wait. So, okay, we're going here. Step 1, first line. Not under, over. Then, here's a tip, Marianne, you're right. Oh, hey, Marianne. And then we're going up from here to create a lift. So the idea is we're sculpting and shaping. Get in shape, girls. You know the feeling, but there's pictures in my book. So now we're going to do press, press, press is best. And then we reroute up. And we're creating a sculpt with a lift. And that is the original hack I created. Then I wanted to make it easier. And I said, let's just do this. This is the peace sign hack. Ready? Same thing, easier if we're still struggling. Over the river and through the hood. Yes, Foley, you got it. Over the river. Yes, Helen, you got it. That's my eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to try. I'm in Oppositesville here. So I'm trying to work opposite. So one line. Why am I going against? Okay, goes here. You see, so you go like this. But now I can't do it. I have to do it on this side. I can't see this because I'm on an opposite situation. So I'm looking this mirror. One, and boom. And that's how you keep the triangle in the right place. The peace sign hack. Now I'm gonna do it this way, but I gotta look in this mirror because I'm like Oppositesville. Okay, so it's up and then up. Boom. And then we press, press, press is best. And I just press until it doesn't look weird. And again, it's easy stuff. It's not a tattoo. So then you're gonna say, where does the blush go? Well, that chapter is the apple that fell from the tree. I'll show you where she goes. She kind of goes more a little bit. Wish you would draw some books here. There's a lot of like all of these things I'm showing you is step by step in the book. You'll see all of these images are legit in the book. And you know, I was just using a dollar store contour. Highs and lows. These are tips and tricks that are made to be used with any budget. I'm putting on my eyeshadow over the river and through the hood. We're going to do that next. You got it? Let's see. You don't want a lifted, snatched look. You know, to each their own. I like a lift and snatch situation. Or maybe you do want a lift and snatch look sometimes. All right, see? Insta cheekbone. And then if it looks weird, you blend until it doesn't. So then it's like, where does the apple fell from the tree? So back in the day, they used to tell us to smile here, right? And then the apple, you drop the lip and the blush is next to the nose. Now, in the book, I explain where the best placement for a lifted cheek is going to appear. So we'll just play while I'm here. And things like the difference between powder versus cream. Oh, here's a good one too. I want to show you the difference. I grabbed a few of these. This is a neutral. I want to show you the difference between powder versus cream, but also warm versus cool. Okay. So here's what kind of a blush is this? Okay. It's light, but it's a neutral. A neutral means it can go for both warm and cool tones. But then you have, besides placement, we discussed all of this. Here we go. This is, well, besides smushed up. Okay. This right here is a warm, right? Peachy warm blush. Then we have pink version. Cool. Think cool blue. So I show you visuals of warm versus cool, all of this. And when in doubt, go neutral and you won't look super psycho. So here. Now, back in the day, we used to do powder. And I'm going to go high apple, up. What I usually do is say, like, right under kind of pupil, up. I don't go temple crazy because we hollow in the temple. I keep it there. Right around this area. And then we now cream on top. We used to do powder, then the cream, but that made it dusty. And Patrick Ta kind of taught us cream on top to keep the glow. And now we created a lift where if you go too low, it'd be a drop. You could do something in the middle if you want a fuller cheek, powder, and you kind of like here.
Do we need bronzer and blush?
You know what? Bronzer shapes and blush lifts. Basically, it's a face girdle. And I'm pretty sure I wrote that in the book. Okay? You think about a face girdle, bronzer shapes, warms up, shadows, shapes, blush lifts. But then there's the question, do you need a contour and a bronzer? You can shape with your bronzer. The more steps you do, the weirder things will get. So the less we can do, the better. And again, every single one of these is in my book. If you just joined now, all my upside down book, all my tips and tricks, okay, over the years, 30 years in the making, brought to you from everything from setting sprays to setting powders, the difference between powders, color correcting, warm versus cool, everything you need to know is in the book. Pictures, step by step, easy, cliff notes of makeup, making mature makeup cool. This is not, dated makeup. This is updated, cool girl, mature makeup. We're mature, we're cool, we're evolving. We got this. Let's go. Okay, so if you want to shop, you're going to shop on Instagram and Facebook by commenting shop. You will get a signed copy of my book today. Yay, just for hanging out with me tonight. You'll get a signed copy of my book, and you will shop by hitting on YouTube. I think you hit the link, and right here on TalkShopLive, you click the shop button. So let's get the book. You'll get a signed copy. Let's go. This is makeup for cool girls, okay? Mature makeup, cool. Let's see. Okay. You've learned so many. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Eyes, please. Okay. You want to talk eyes next. So I'm going in the direction of the book. So now that we did the makeup facelift, we have over the river and through the hood. What does that mean? So whether we always had hooded eyes or we gained hooded eyes over time, your application for your eyeshadow will change. So the most basic, and I think I put one of my fave palettes here, okay, is going to be, and the basic brush. You're going to get yourself a basic brush. I love something that's double-ended because it's like a 2-in-1 situation. So when I say over the river and through the hood, this is what I mean. You do your makeup, and I'm going to get a little closer. Don't be shy. Get a little closer. All right. So take a medium tone. Don't go with that white all over anymore. Medium tone. And then we're going to go on the lid. Now, back in the day, we'd go like this. All right. And then we'd open our eye and we'd be like, okay, we're done. Where is it now? Because our lid is dropping. So now, over the river and through the hood, I like to say uncomfortably high to lift your eye. It feels so uncomfortable. And I used to work with clients and I would be like, go higher. And like, I can't go higher. You're not getting a link, although you've already pre-ordered it months ago. Oh, thank you, Colleen. I think if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you hit the comment shop and you'll be sent a link. But if you are on TalkShopLive, you click the shop button. Okay? So here we go. And you go higher. You got to do resting V face, drop it like it's hot. And then you go higher, almost to the brow. And my clients are like, I can't. I'm like, just do it. It's not a tattoo. It's not a tattoo. Now look at the difference. This side looks higher. So I want you to see on both. I'm just taking 2 medium tones. You can mix and match. Boom, boom. Just the tip. Okay? And then uncomfortably high to lift our new eye. And you get a lift. That's it. It doesn't need to be a Lion King theatrical production. Just a few. Now, the difference also, modern shimmers versus dated shimmers. All of this is in the book. So modern shimmer, you want to look for a nice shimmery overlay. So many people on threads.
Do you also talk about tools in your book?
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
Different brushes?
Yes. So that's an overlay. So that's like a great shimmer for us. But the old school frosts, I want to show you the difference. These are things to keep in mind when choosing your products. And again, I don't tell you what products to get, but I do direct you to what kind of products to get because I don't shop with someone else's budget. So here we go. This is a shimmer overlay sparkle situation. Now, I want you to keep in mind, I'm going to use a palette right here. Thank you. That we all knew and loved. I'm still love her. You know, nostalgia, love her, keep her happy. But this kind of frost is going to read different than this. So do you see the difference in an overlay? And it's like opposite here. Overlay is giving us soft shimmer, not accentuating lines, where a traditional frost or too chunky sparkle can maximize our lines. So picking the right shimmer makes a difference. And where you put the shimmer makes a difference. I popped it just right here, not all over. So it's selecting where to put everything the right way, the right techniques that really make a difference when our skin is changing. Yes, Colleen.
There's another Erica Taylor in the comment.
Oh, is there? There's another Erica Taylor? Oh, hey! I love that. That's awesome. There's a lot of us. I feel like there's a lot of Erica Taylors. And then things like the powder, using a brush and not a puff. Like I was doing demoing before, but if you just joined now, as we mature, we get a situation over here. So we puff and powder more here, but we leave the glow here. So it's like just designating different techniques. See this? We want to look, and then we glow going here, but we don't want to accentuate the marionette and the situations there. A little powder in the middle, but press, press, press is best. So we still have an overall radiance and glow. How to do a wing for a heavy hooded eye. See, that's a good question. So that's the next. I do step-by-step eyeliner with wing, with pencil. So winging a heavier hooded eye. And, you know, depending on the eye, some eyes might not be able to use a liquid wing. So let's do, I think I had a pencil over here just to demo.
There should be something in that.
That's right over here. Here we go. Not going to do a liquid right now. So demoing, and I'll put a mirror in front of me. I think it's over here. No, not you.
There's little ones in the drawer.
Okay. So when we're doing under eye correcting is in there too. Hey, from Pakistan. Hello. What else? Someone said, I hear your voices. I do my makeup. Yes, that's so cool. So now I'm going to show you here. So step one, I like to go out. I create a line out. I'm doing a bronze pencil to make it easy. Then I would connect it back in. This is rose bronze. So that gives you, if you have a really heavy hooding, that's it. Just do a corner lift. And I'm doing a bronze, which is more forgiving. And then you can actually go and detail under the lash line to fill in. And you create, look at that lift. See, again, I'll do it. I'm trying to stay in the right side here. Okay, are we in? Are we in? All right. Here we go. Going up and pulling. So I'm lifting. I'm not going out. I'm not pulling the eye. I'm doing resting B face, lifting out, and then going right back in. And a little brush here. Make sure I'm in enough so you can see it. And doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be like a lift. Boom, we're lifted. We have eyes now. Then you do a ton of mascara and you are good to go. But in the book, if you want to learn all my tips and tricks and you get the book tonight, you'll get a signed copy. And every step by step, like step 1 is there, step 2 is there. There's a visual of how to help things like puffy eyes versus hollow eyes, how to correct under eyes, what tones to use for different skin tones, light, medium, dark. There's all references in the book. There's step by step. There, every single chapter describes everything. We're talking undertones, powders, setting, where to place the products. Would you recommend liquid or gel pencil for very hidden eyes? Gel pencil to start. Liquid is like, you got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. So master a pencil before you move on to liquid. Master a gel before liquid, because liquid's a little more unforgiving. I would say if you don't know how to use a liquid liner correctly, you probably should do a pencil, because if you do something weird, it's less obvious. Liquid is not forgiving. Yours always skips too. Yeah, that's why you have to not pull. And you want to get a different liner. This is Sarah Creel. These are made for mature eyes. I think it depends on what you're using. A gel liner can be more forgiving. So if you see what I'm doing here is resting B, and I'm just, letting the hoods fall where they may. Situation over nasal labial folds. Yes, okay. That's this. So you want to make sure when we have this, I have it right here. I guess like a hound dog. That's how it feels, right? So we're in this together. The good, the bad, the ugly. Everything is in the book. Makeup, cool makeup as we evolve. Useful real life tips and trick, not theatrical Lion King production. So I'm going in here so you can see. So when I powder this pink, brighter powder right over that, it will help to kind of mask by shadowing that situation there. And like any area, even like a little bit like right, not totally under the eye, but in the fat pad that dropped underneath, when I look straight, you see, what? The magic of makeup. I never know. I'm like oppositesville in this live.
Earlier, somebody asked, can full glam be glowy?
Full glam can 1000% be glowy. I do glowy. You would mattify the T-zone, but I do red carpets glowy. I do full glam. Basically the same routine that I do for going out to dinner is what I do when I do red carpets. I don't have a glam team. I don't have anyone that does my makeup for me, and I don't accept it from whenever I'm traveling. I do my own makeup. My same 10-minute routine I do for dinner, I do for the red carpet. We just want to make sure the T-zone, these areas, are mattified, but you can still have glow on the red carpet. 1000%. Help with heavy bags under the eyes. Yes, and that's in my book too. It's how to, when you look down, if you have a bag, how to kind of counteract the bag, how to treat the bag, how to help the bag, how to cover it and conceal the bag, all in the book. And that's like, a bag is different. A bag is usually a puff with a bag underneath. So you don't lighten a puff, it will look like a marshmallow. But you go under, you lighten under, but first, how do you treat it? So it's treating to reduce the appearance and actually reduce the bag over time. And how do we conceal it on when our puff is puffing, when we're feeling puffaluppigus? What concealer do you recommend from the drugstore? There's like NYX serum concealer is great. There's the L'Oreal serum concealer, and probably Neutrogena Radiant is kind of like very lower cost, or rhymes with dupe, or it's dupe of something like a NARS, but it's Radiant Concealer. So there's a lot of options in the drugstore. Just make sure. And again, I'm not saying what to get. Make sure there's serum, hyaluronic acid, hydration. We need to feel that moisture in there. Otherwise, it's going to abracadabra out. Thank you, Susan. So if you want to get my book, you're getting a signed copy tonight. I'm so excited. This is such a labor of love. I've been doing this. And when the publishers first came to me to write a book, I was like, that's why I do 2-minute videos, because I'm not really good at concentrating. I love teaching, but I love the tips and tricks. So it took me a year, and with my friend and teammate Kim to really help me make my run-ons into sentences, okay? And the editors and everybody to really make it make sense. But I took all my ideas and everything and every video, every tip and trick, and all the things that I'm known for that I've created over 30 years from being an art student, if you don't know. Okay, you order here, Tarina. So you can order the book by going on Instagram or Facebook if you're on those. If you're on TalkShopLive, you just click the link to shop. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, comment shop. Oh, you're on Facebook. Yes, you're on Facebook, so comment shop. Thank you, Tarina. Thank you, Tammy. Comment shop. It's $20. I think around 20. Comment shop and you can order the book. And you will get it signed tonight. If you order on this, you will get it signed. I am wearing the That Girl gloss. I know. There's a few That Girls left. This girl, that girl. This girl sold out. That Girl's coming back. They're asking about my Doll 10 collab, but we're working on it. We're working on getting them back because it's That Girl.
It's $24.99.
Oh, $24.99? Sorry, I made up a story. $24.99. I said around $24.99. Come and shop. You'll get the link if you're on Facebook and Instagram, and on YouTube. Angela, I see you're coming in from YouTube. I gotta get on YouTube more. I think there's a lick. There's a lick. Lick your screen. There's a link for shopping on YouTube. There's a link to shop on YouTube, and this is why I can't go live that often. I start to get a little delirious. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, in Brazil, I know. Well, it's not a shame you live in Brazil. It's amazing, but hopefully we are trying to see about international shipping and how that works. So if you order it on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to comment shop. On YouTube, there'll be a link, right? Click the link on YouTube. So there'll be a link to click on YouTube to get the book signed tonight. Okay. I don't have a great signature, so I'll do my best. I have like a 5th grade signature. Write just the tips. And I love some Laura Geller too. She's a great gal too. And you will get my book. So Instagram, and if you want to get a signed copy of my very first book, that is so fun. They're chapters and all my stories, but it's really about a how-to, like a cookbook of makeup. So I can't cook. So if I get a cookbook, I need it to be very specific. That's this. Pictures, specific, different skin tones, different models. I do dated makeup versus updated makeup, how to put your mascara on, how to do your eyeliner, how to fill in your brows so we don't look like, like a 1990s brow. Everything is in here, and it's so fun. So if you're on Instagram and on Facebook, you're going to comment shop. If you're on YouTube, you're going to click the link. And if you are on TalkShopLive, you're going to, I think it's the link, there's a click shop button. Shop button on TalkShopLive. I've only said this 1,000 times and I still can't get it right, but we can't get it all. Can I recommend a palette, Tina? Yeah, highs and lows. I mean, I think it's Jason Wu has really great palettes in Target. Wet n Wild has some good ones. You just got a couple of good eyeshadows, and everyone on every budget can follow these tips and tricks. There's Morphe. I have the Mario palette, one of my favorites, but Morphe has great palettes. There's so many amazing options, and that's what's so fun, which is why I did not put specific brands in my book, because I don't want to shop with your budget. But you can use the techniques with anything you have, and it will work, and we're all going to look fabulous together. I was just saying earlier, for some of you that weren't on yet, like, I'm going to be 50. I started doing makeup at 19. This is not my hair, but I bought it. I started doing makeup at 19, and I'm going to be 50. And the Golden Girls were my age. And I think that, like, we've kind of learned that we can still be modern, cool. It's not that we're trying to look younger, but we still want to be cool, modern, and relevant. And that's this. How we still look radiant, at every age. That's what this is. Rerouting traffic, having fun, embracing our new faces. The first chapter is Meet Your New Face. And if you're just joining now, these will be signed copies of my book. You're going to shop by Instagram and Facebook. You comment shop. YouTube, you click the link. And on TalkShopLive, you click shop. Click the shop, whatever shop. Click something that says shop. Okay. So, Austin, I want to come to Texas. Mary, it's Marie or Mary, but I do want to come to Texas.
People want you to come down under.
I would love to. Not really use skincare, so you're trying to stop and prevent at this point. Yes, start. You want to, if you haven't used skincare, starting now is fine. This is where we start. You got to start basic exfoliating, hydrating. It doesn't need to be 3,000 products. Does the book have tips for shadow that catches on crepey lids? Yes. And here's the thing. So if you have a shadow that's catching on crepey lids, not too much powder, and you want to be easy on the heavy shimmers, they will accentuate. We can still do shimmer, but we want to do like shimmer overlays and not like old school frosts. That accentuates. And if you feel like you're getting crusty, you might want to do a hydrating concealer before, like something creamy on the lid, or switch to cream shadows. You might need to switch to cream shadows if you're really feeling like the lids are looking extra crusty. Thank you, Lee. I'm so excited to get a signed copy of my book. This is so exciting. I never thought I'd write a book. It's here, and every tip and trick. So the chapters are as such. These are the names of my chapters, just so you know. It's like so many. Okay, so the first one is Meet Your New Face. So that's what I was just talking about. One day, you will look in the mirror, and you will see, looking back at you, your grandma, your mother, someone you never expected to see. And not a good or bad thing, but it is a thing. And when that happens, I said hello, and we got this together. If it hasn't happened yet. If it happened to you already, you know it. You remember that day that you looked in the mirror and you were like, huh, hi, Mom. Good to see you. Which kind of is nice to me because I lost mine about 8 years ago. So I still feel like I still see her every morning. So, and this is, how do we change though? Because now we're doing old makeup techniques on a new face. So what do we do? Upside down book again. What do we do to change and adapt to our new face? To keep her cool, keep her modern, keep her trendy, and we got this. Let's go. Okay, so then the next chapter is, it happened to you, Marianne? It happened. Yep. Some of you saying it happened. Yep. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Today we're going to get signed copies. Oh, I'm so sorry, Beth. I know, and that was my mom's name too. But yeah, I hear you. It's not a good club to be in. Okay, so from Dusty to Dewy is second. Then there's Abra Cadaver, okay, how to keep our skin looking radiant and not flat and dusty. Then we have the makeup facelift, rerouting traffic, and the eyeshadows over the river and through the hood, from techniques on smoky eye, regular eye, how to take your eye from day to night, to step-by-step eyeliner with pencil and with liquid. And then you have When the Apple Falls from the Tree, rerouting traffic and relifting our blush placement for a more youthful, radiant vibe. I'm not saying we have to look younger, but as our face changes, we need techniques just to keep it modern and relevant. Okay, and now When the Apple Falls from the Tree, and then of course there's chapter 7 is closing the cliff notes of the whole thing, which is obviously called Just the Tips. There's pictures, there's stories of me starting as an art student in college, getting into makeup at a Macy's counter, from being a trainer at MAC, working with so many different brands, and everything I learned along the way. It's going to be so fun. Yeah, there'll be tips for jowls. And for slight jowls, what happens is this whole situation starts to go this way. So when the jowl hits here, we want to reconnect the line of the jowl edge. So it doesn't mean put on like, I'll get a little bronzer here. I'm not saying, and I can even, actually, I don't know, I lose everything. Oh, here we go. Let me grab a little contour stick. So don't do like, and you know, we'll, right here, you see it. I got it. We get it. You take a little, and you kind of like reconnect. You'd see, like, just straighten that line back out and go a little under. And then blend it. And it gives a little bit of a smoother, quick, lifted look. So it's just kind of like you want to go a little bit higher shadowing that specific area, and then blending. And we kind of like handle that situation. So you know this side. There you go. Right there. You go like this. Get it right there. A little higher, just right there. And then blend it so it doesn't look like a beard. Just a little bit. Okay. And if you're just joining now, I'm giving tonight, if you buy the book, $24.99, you'll get a signed copy tonight. And it is on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to buy it, you click shop and you'll get a signed copy. I'm so excited. And then on YouTube, you will click the link. And on TalkShopLive, you're going to click shop. Click shop. I'll get this finally. Oh my God, thank you, Carla. Your eyes are so hooded, you can't bring the eyeliner back over to connect it. Okay, so here we go. I only did, if your eyes are that hooded, you really can do just the edge and instead kind of go under the lash line. So what I did here was with a bronze pencil, which can be more forgiving. And I kind of went, and I'll look at the mirror right here. Right in, okay. I went like here. So say your eyes are hooded heavy. You kind of just go and smudge it out. It doesn't have to be a perfect line. When you get to the end, just kind of try to flick it out for a lifted direction. When in doubt, smoke it out. And then when you're going under, you kind of just go in the root of the lash. So you fill in the root of the lash. And then when you put your mascara on, your eye will look more open without getting that transfer situation to the top. Oh, thank you, Abby. Well, Abby's mom. Thank you. Eye bag tricks. Yes, eye bag tricks are totally in the book. A step-by-step, upside down book again. Not only how to treat the under eye bags with caffeine, rollers, eye masks, things that you do that will actually minimize long-term the bag, how to conceal the bag, how to conceal a bag versus a hollow, step-by-step tricks on a bag. I actually had a good bag that day. And you see when I lean down, I still kind of get baggage. But when I look up, you don't see it as much because it's the way I do a regular concealer here, brighter here, and it's all the tips and tricks like the eye masks, the rollers, the tools. Like a baggy eye or a puff needs caffeine and serums, where a crepey eye needs retinols and creams. So I explain all of this in The Magic of Makeup.
Can a 57-year-old wear colored eyeliner?
Absolutely, a 57-year-old can wear colored eyeliner. Here's the thing, though, and the reason I know you always say, how come I don't do a lot of color? So I love it, burgundy, navy, wines. If you're going to wear colored eyeliner, I prefer you do it in a pencil than shadow all over. And it's not that I don't think colored eyeshadow is fun. I think if you do it the wrong way, it will look cookie bots. Because I know I've worked with the average makeup client for 30 years, and I know it can take a left turn. So you're safer with a neutral, but however, if you're skilled and you're good at your makeup and you're confident, I think wearing some color is so fun. Absolutely. You love the burgundy eyeliner. Yeah, I love burgundy eyeliner. Is great on brown eyes, great on green eyes, great on blue eyes, copper liners, bronze liners. In the summer, with a good turquoise little pop of color, purple, so fun. And navy, actually, like the new Sarah Creeley came out one Maritime, that's like almost like a blue-black. That actually makes the inside of the eyes look whiter. That's like a little news anchor trick that I learned in the early 2000s when I was doing TV makeup. Navy liner makes the inside of the eyes look whiter. And any eye color can use it. Best colors for green eyes, wine. The opposite color of green is red. It's not just purples. So the opposite color of green is red. If you have green eyes at home, do you ever remember? And all these tips and tricks are in my book. So if you want to get it, Facebook, Instagram, click shop. Comment shop, Facebook and Instagram, comment shop. But green eyes, red's the compliment. So if you have green eyes at home and you cry, you ever notice your eyes look real green? Think Christmas. Red and green enhance each other. So doing a burgundy or a wine will make your eyes look greener than even a purple. Purple will bring out hazel and yellow qualities of green eyes. Oh my God, Karen, you got the book. So if you want to order the book, it's $24.99, and on Facebook and Instagram, comment shop. You'll get a signed copy tonight only. We got 5 more minutes. So tonight only, 5 more minutes, and it might live on for a little while longer, but get it now to get your signed copy. $24.99. It has all pictures, tips and tricks, step by step with visuals. And Instagram and Facebook, you're going to comment shop, and then on YouTube, you click the link, and on TalkShopLive, you were going to click the shop. Only took me an hour. We got this.
And you give all about
thank you. Undertones is in there. Yep, undertones, color correction. For example, I brought all these props out. I'm not even using them. So some examples, between undertones and just warm versus cool. There's pictures of warm, which is more of the peach, versus cool, more pinky blue. There's pictures of to use a pink corrector versus a peach corrector. We have the different correctors to use for different skin tones. It's fine. It's fine. And different situations. How about things like cool versus warm contours, shadows, cool versus warm contours, grayer tones, who does cool, who does warmer, all in the book, step by step. All of it is in there. Oh, Steph, people have noticed how much better your skin and makeup looks since you're following my tips and tricks. That's so sweet. That makes me happy. Every day you all tell me that you feel better. You're having fun doing makeup again. My book and my whole thing is making makeup fun again. Having us play dress up again. Going makeup shopping, whether it's the dollar store or the department store or your whatever retailer you shop in, having fun, going with our daughters, going with our friends, going with our family, shopping again, having a cocktail and doing our makeup. Like, that's what it's about. We don't have to give that part of our life up. I'm going to be 50 and I love getting ready still. I love to play dress up. And one of my favorite parts of going out is doing my makeup and doing my friends' makeup and having a good time together. I mean, that's the best. Timeless vitamin C is great. Yeah, vitamin C is great for the skin. Oh, thank you. I want it to be fun and easy. I do my makeup in 7 minutes. You're my witness.
Yes.
I do occasion makeup. This is my friend here with me, and she's here with me all the time. And how long do I take to do my occasion makeup? Even for like red carpet runway, how long do I do my makeup?
5 to 7 minutes, just done.
She's always like, wow, how did you do that?
And I'm
some
still
days
trying to do my eyebrows.
But it's learning a routine. Your default makeup is a one look that works. Neutral, easy, like this that I have on, works with anything. And then fun tips and tricks like lip lining. I went viral years ago because I was one of the first to start saying, don't line to the corners of the lip anymore. I learned this on my clients because I would line to the corner of their lips and I was like, oh, the lips are starting to point down.
First time eyeliner.
Tips today for the first time this morning. You did it. I love that, Mad Mixologist. And your eyes look much more open. So look, even here. Oh, hey, Marianne. So here, we're creating a shadow under. We don't go to the corners. We go on top. Blend it out so it doesn't look like a mustache, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody cares. Just shouldn't look like a mustache. And then you take a lip. I have a gloss somewhere over here. Let's see. Here we go. But that girl gloss, right? Put your gloss right over neutral. Can't go wrong with a neutral color. Your best lip color should match your lip, not your clothes. An instant plump pout. If it looks weird, blend it out. Nothing here, because this is starting to go down. We don't accentuate that. We accentuate this. It's proven that our nose and lip get kind of like drop away from each other as we mature. Okay, even dentists shape our teeth differently as we are maturing. So when you kind of make it look a little fuller between here and here, we're faking the funk. We're getting our groove back. Can full glam glow? Yes. So if a couple more minutes here, all right, and then I'm going to get going. But if you want to get the book here, autographed by me, so much fun, you will Instagram and Facebook comment shop. And then on YouTube, you click the link. And on TalkShopLive, you click the shop. Get the book signed, all my tips and tricks, 3 years, 30 years of my tips and tricks. Been making it for a year, and it's just, I'm so happy to bring it to you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's a great Mother's Day gift. I think it's a great gift to give to your girlfriend. It's great on the coffee table. Read it on the toilet. I don't care. It's fine. Fine. Just do what you got to do. Handle your business and learn your makeup. We got this. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Thank you so much. It's gonna live. I think it's gonna live on my feed, or we'll be able to still see this on some of the feeds, and you'll still be able to get your book and just the tips. We got this. Let's go. Let's glow. Thank you. Am I sure this isn't AI? I mean, I'm not AI. I wouldn't. I don't think I would
Should I
say.
jump scare them?
But if I look like AI, I mean, that's awesome. That means my tips work. I got this. Let's go. It's nice lighting though. Nice lighting helps. That's for sure.
And the magic of makeup.
Aw, thank you. It is a good one, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for laughing at me. Even if you're not laughing with me, that's cool too. And I'm so excited. This is really, really amazing project. And I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you. How do I do? I don't even know how to get out of this. How do I do it? I go to
Instagram tab and hit end.
I got this. Bye, everyone.
And then go to TalkShopLive and hit end show.
Down your video, view this. Okay, then go to
TalkShopLive and hit end show. Right there.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. End show.
And that chick